Okay, hello. This is lesson 6 in a series of lectures on how the United States is starting a new Cold War with Russia. All right, it's an introduction to the fake threat of Russian hegemonic stranglehold over European energy security. All right, this is total bullshit. So the USA is starting a new Cold War with Russia. All right, though Americans will deny this without knowing any evidence, I will prove it in many ways. Of course, proof in people's minds depends upon whether or not they retain a single thing, which is always highly questionable. Um, I've already proven that the U.S. is and always has been a warmonger nation that starts war after war after war in clever, devious ways. Right? I've proven that to you. I've shown you just a simple chronological list that's undeniable of all the wars we fight. All right. Now, this was attacked in social reality, and all the masses mocked. All right. But I proved it with simple, straightforward, undeniable facts. Remember the year-by-year chart? I'm not going to show you that again. I showed you that, we fight every damn year we're fighting wars. And usually multiple wars at the same time. Up to 8 wars. What was it, 1860 to 1863 and 1864? We fought 8 wars in those years. In many years we fought 7 wars, 6 wars at the same time. Right? Mostly against the Indians. All of them expansionists, except for maybe a couple were like Barbary pirates, attacking our commerce, quasi-war, right? But we're fighting for expansionism, right? Both within our country and controlling the resources within other countries. I also proved that expansionist Russia, I say quote expansionist, right, is really contracting on all fronts and pretty much has everything stripped away from it. Russia's bare naked, right? Russia's being shoved all the way back against the wall, being kicked into a corner. All right, and now we're aggressively going after Belarus. I mean, don't tell me Pompeo is promising them competitive oil price. He's setting price, right? You know that's subsidizing. You know that's going directly after Russia, right? Russia's the last little, tidbit that they're clinging on to is being stripped away from them. All right. What do they got? Alright, so, once again, a big, stupid social reality wave attack was conducted. And all the masses mocked. But again, I proved them all wrong with simple, undeniable facts. You just gotta show map, right? Show who's in NATO, right? Show which ones are pro-West, right? Show which ones are U.S. client states. I mean, come on, it's easy. It's undeniable. All right, so 2 times manipulated. Now, these are not the only times the masses have fallen for social reality waves, which are big, stupid, simple, and baseless. The masses have fallen for it thousands and thousands of times over 30. I mean, literally thousands and thousands. If I say 20,000 times, that's conservative. Right? It's almost every day. Right? How is it humanly possible that someone falls for that over and over that many times? Right? What does that tell you about human intelligence? Right? How is that possible? But it happens. Now, they don't even remember the past 2 times, let alone the 20,000 times. Right? This is already forgotten. And so what happens? They're manipulated again today. Right? So, will the masses know what I'm going to teach? Right? Hell no. Will they retain anything? Hell no. They'll just listen to the simple, stupid social reality wave again. Right? Now, that That is why the masses are being manipulated yet again with a simple, stupid, baseless social reality wave attack. I have proven that the USA is a warmonger nation, and we are now starting a new Cold War with Russia. I got to prove that still. Part of this proof involves U.S. attacks upon Russian natural gas sales to Europe. U.S. is doing this, saying that, oh, Russia holds a gas axe over Europe's head, and they're using this to extort Europe in whatever way, political, economic, military, right? Oh, bullshit. I'm going to show you that the Russian gas axe over Europe is total bullshit. Russia does not have monopoly power. Now, I'm not going to get into all the details of the analysis of this. I just want to show you how simple and easy it is to prove. All right? You have to be literally a retard not to understand this. I could teach this to my nephews and nieces when they're, 7, 8, 9 years old. They would understand this. Right? So here is Europe, Western Europe. Here is Russia. Okay? Russian natural gas is up here in Siberia area. That's where bulk of it is. Right? They have some gas elsewhere, like over near Mongolia. All right? And most of that gas went through Ukraine to Europe, 80%. And a bunch went through Belarus, okay? Now they're trying to bypass and go through non-country areas, like under the Baltic or through the Black Sea, through the Turk Stream. So this is the Nord Stream, Turk Stream, all right? We're throwing up a big attack on that, all right? Now we're saying, they got a stranglehold on Europe. They're so dependent upon the dependence on natural gas is a total bullshit lie, grossly over-exaggerated. Right? There's isolated pockets where it's high, but even this is old data. I'll get into this. So the idea is this: for Russia to have monopoly power, right, over Europe, okay, they have to be the sole supplier of gas, right, or at least very limited alternative suppliers, right? Now, what is the definition of monopoly power that I taught you? Monopoly power is the ability to control price. So can Russia just yank up, manipulate price as they want to? Right? Not if there are alternative gas sources. Not if there's alternative energies that can replace gas. Right? And there's plenty of it. So let's take a look at the alternative sources of energy. Now, the traditional gases for Europe came from the Groningen fields over here in Netherlands, Dutch, right? Right? Spread out, pipelines going this way, spreading south, right? Germany, Cold War, all this was communist blocks. It wasn't going that far, right? Maybe it's going up to Denmark. And then there was North Sea gas, and then Norway has gas, okay? All right, and that feeds Western Europe, can feed Poland. I don't think it's going far east as the Baltic states out here. Belarus is still kind of connected to Russia, although the U.S. is pulling them away now. Ukraine is pro-West, but they get their gas from Russia, but they can get their gas coming up from here now. So those were traditional alternative suppliers of gas. Also today, you got plenty of liquid natural gas, a little bit more expensive because you got to do the whole cryogenic, compression and cryogenic process. U.S. is a big exporter of liquid natural gas. There's liquid natural gas all throughout Europe, including Finland. Estonia is building one. Latvia is going to build one. Lithuania already has one, right? These guys, the guys most isolated, they got alternative sources of gas, right? Then there's Algerian gas going up through Spain. Algerian gas goes up through Italy, up through the Italian peninsula toward Europe, right? You have Shah Deniz Field. This has been around for a long time. Shah Deniz Field right there. Big source of natural gas coming across through Turkey through the Trans-Anatolian pipeline. Then it branches off to a number of pipelines. One is a Trans-Adriatic pipeline going to Italy, right? Another is the Brua pipeline going through Bulgaria, Romania, Hungary, and then Austria, right? And they're planning to build another one called East Stream, which runs up I guess through here, more central Balkans, through Hungary to Slovakia. And then they're going to build a Ionian Adriatic coming up here. Right? So there's alternative gas. Now, in addition to that, Iran provides gas. Iran has gas fields down here and in the Persian Gulf. It's got the Persian pipeline coming here. It taps into the Trans-Anatolian right about there. Right? All right. Romania. Romania has big gas. Romania actually is the 30th largest natural gas reserves in the world. They got significant gas. Plus, they're the third largest in Europe. Plus, they just discovered a big gas field off their coast in their economic exclusion water zone here. All right, they're going to start developing that, and that they're going to have pipelines tapping into the Brua. All right, now that gas can supply, Hungary, Slovakia, Poland, even get up to the Baltic states. All right. Turkey has gas. They discovered a big gas field in their economic exclusion water zones, right? And then there's other sources. Qatar is looking to build a pipeline with Saudi Arabia up through Syria. I mean, if they can play the proxy war there sufficiently, I don't know how that's going to work. That's a big reason why Iran and Iraq are playing. Iran and the Sunnis are playing the proxy war there. Part of the reason, all right. Okay, Turkey, Turkey. All right, Israel even found gas. So here's Israel. Israel found gas in the Mediterranean there. So that's potential in the future. But there's already present multiple sources of other gas, right? So what does that mean? That means Russia does not have power to raise gas price. If they raise gas prices, well, just buy more of this, buy more of this, buy more of this, buy more of this, buy more liquid natural gas. Right? In all ways, Russia's cornered. Don't give me this crap. Russia holds a gas axe over their head. And even the most isolated, right? Finland is most dependent. This is old data. Finland isn't 100% dependent on Russian gas. Neither is Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, right? Well, Estonia, Lithuania, and Latvia may be still, but they're breaking out. Finland already has multiple liquid natural gas terminals. Multiple. Lithuania has one. Estonia said is building one. Latvia is planning to build one. South Korea is going to be building that project for them. All right. It's going to be a fine facility, I bet. All right. Slovakia, right there. They're going to have access to Brua gas, right? Hungary too, right? Brua pipeline, I believe, is built already, right? All the pipeline from the Shah Deniz field straight across here, they're built already, right through here, through Trans-Adriatic to Italy, tapping into all the pipe networks through Italy. All right, Bulgaria, right? 97% bullshit. Bulgaria can get gas straight from Romania. Bulgaria can get gas straight from Turkey. Bulgaria can get gas, Russian gas too. I mean, it's got gas everywhere, right? All that supply gas is going to drive down price. You have to be honestly a retarded idiot to think that Russia has control of price in a market like that. All right, it doesn't. This is not rocket science, right? Now, all of these highly dependent are all Eastern Europe. Okay, right? Extreme fringe here. They're all tiny economies, right? Look at Estonia. It's got a GDP of like 42 billion. All right. I joke that give Tesla, right? That's only one of Elon Musk's companies. Give Tesla a couple years. Annual revenues of Tesla is going to be bigger than the whole national GDP of Estonia. All right, pretty fast. These are throwaways. Right? Oh, Russia's got Estonia in a headlock, and they're giving them noogies. Oh, bullshit! They can also they're building a liquid natural gas facility. Right? Now that's only part of it. So all these are small, little, tiny, puny economies. Right? Right? Oh yeah, Russia doesn't have leverage over those either. Right? bullshit. Right? This is old data. Right? There's pipelines already. The Brewer pipeline is already built. Bulgaria, Romania, Hungary, Austria. Right? And okay. All right. Now the thing about it is, it's not only about compete. Russia having to compete with an existing competitor. Russia has to keep prices down to prevent someone else from coming in and competing. If Russia raises its price too much, well, they're going to come in like sharks, right? Like vultures coming in to swoop in on prey here. Other sources of gas, other sources of energy, and it's not only about competing with other sources of gas, which there are plenty. All right, don't tell me that they got a stranglehold over Europe. All right, so all have access to alternative energies, electricity from coal, nuclear, hydroelectric, wind, solar. Now this cuts into Russia's ability to control price, especially with wind and solar, which are plummeting in price. All right. The greatest opportunity for price reduction is in wind and solar. They're already the cheapest by far, and they're getting cheaper fast. Why? Because those are the ones that are wide open and subject to price drops from technological advance, production process advance, right? Improvement of supply chains, and increase in volume of production. Do you think natural gas has that potential? You're gonna squeeze more technology out of burning coal? Bullshit about a burning gas. Bullshit. Right? The greatest potential for price drop is going to be in wind and solar. I mean, that's just basic common sense. If you can't understand that, I'm sorry, but don't blame me. Right? Maybe, I don't know, we blame your parents or something, or genetics or something. I don't know. Seriously. This analysis is so easy to understand. I can teach this to my nephews and nieces when they were 9 years old, 8 or 9 years old, right? So they fully understand. No, my nephews and nieces were pretty smart kids, right? But the average person, right? How is it that people don't understand this? How are they attacking this, right? Oh, that's crazy. That's from outer space. This is so damn easy. God. Is social reality really that retarded? Oh, every bit, right? Well, everyone says so. People know nothing, but they read a 10-second blurb what people are saying. That's reality. I swear to that retarded, right? You would think it's not possible for people to be that stupid, but that's exactly how stupid they are. Oh my goodness. Now, how is it possible for all the masses to be manipulated only a day or so ago, twice, and then immediately fall for it again? Well, it's because they've only fallen for it like 20,000 times, at least, in the 30 years that they've been doing this, right? And social reality is what? It's simple, it's stupid, it's just a wave, right? It's a blurb that's passed in a 10-second little blurb written at a 4th grade level, right? Usually saying, oh, unreal, unbelievable. Right? So that's what I'm gonna prove. And I said again, I've proven already that USA is undeniably a warmonger nation. The only way to deny that is do the Sergeant Schultz or the Treasurer Sierra Madre Bandito things. Facts. We don't need no stinking facts. Intelligence. We don't need no stinking intelligence. Honesty. We don't need no stinking honesty. We got social reality. That's for real. Because people are saying it, everyone's saying it, so that makes it real. And you would think no one's that stupid to fall for it, but they all do. I've proven that Russia is not expansion. Russia's contracting. I'm going to show you how the U.S. is jabbing Russia every which way. Natural gas is only one way that we're jabbing them, right? We're the ones that are provoking things. If they react, then we point the finger and say, see, they're expansionists. They're aggressive. It's a classic get you again game. Now, those games are easy to understand, right? If anyone says, unbelievable, that can't happen, God, right? There's no hope for you. I'm sorry. All right, that's that lecture. It's just an introduction. Next lecture, I'm going to get into background information. I want, here, key questions I want to ask, and then key takeaway points. That's all I'm going to do, right? And then I'm going to get into the history of European natural gas, right? How Russia plays a part in that, right? And then, again, I'm going to show you, right, the actual numbers for GDP, percent. And all this is old. Because, Finland's got multiple liquid natural gas terminals. Don't tell me it's 100% dependent upon Russia. This is old stuff. Bulgaria is right next to Turkey, right next to the Trans-Anatolian Pipeline. Don't tell me they got 97% dependence on Russian gas. Bullshit. This is all old, right? And this is the crap that, the Congress is dishing out. And then they're taking, based on that, they're taking very aggressive policies attacking Russia, all right? And if Russia reacts, they're going to point the finger, right? Oh, look at they're being aggressive, they're being expansionist, right? We got to have an arms race here. I mean, that's exactly what the U.S. does and is going to do. That's exactly this. We have started so many damn wars, right? And the average person is going to say, "What? I don't remember that." Well, nothing sticks in your head. All right. So, and then I'm going to, that's all I'll do in the next lesson. And then I'll break it off into another lesson here. Go into the specifics of how the U.S. is attacking Russia, right? More detail. Yeah. And then I'm going to show you, just more information here. So this information may get too detailed, and people may get lost. So what are they going to do? They're going to run the social reality. Whatever social reality says, right? They won't be able to retain all this, so they'll, just go, social reality says it's retarded, so, yeah, it's unbelievable, it's unreal. And that, they'll have one word reality. How many times does that work? How many thousands of times does that work? All right. Okay, that's it.